For anyone who has had trauma in the past, there is no way of worrying about or going into associative trauma because you've released it all before you even go in the event at all. All right, you're floating above your timeline before you even get there. Then when we've cleared all the crap, we go into it, check, make sure it's all good, and then we go back up to position 3 before we come back to now. All right, so let me go through the script starting on page 12. All right, so page 12 is discovering the root cause. And we ask, is it all right for your unconscious mind for you to release this anger today and for you to be aware of it consciously? The client will say yes. What is the root cause of this problem? The first event which, when disconnected, will cause the problem to disappear. If you were to know, was it before, during, or after your birth? Now, the next section depends on what the answer to that one is. All right, because I've just asked a question. If you were to know, was it before, during, or after your birth? All right, so it really depends on what the client's answer is as to what my next question is. If the client says before, then I go to the big bold word with the arrow and I ask, in the womb or before. Again, depending on what the client answers as to where I go next. If they say womb, I will ask what month, and the answer you'll get here is either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, because for most there's 9 months in the womb, or you might get January, February, March, April, depending on what the unconscious mind has connected to it. All right, so you just, what month? And they will answer it. Now, let's go back to before, where I've asked in the womb or before. If they say before, I go to that next bold before where it says, was it a past life or passed down to you genealogically? And the client will answer one of those two. Either past life, where you simply ask how many lifetimes ago, and they'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I have had 547. Okay, whatever. Or genealogical. Now, there's a lot of clients that can't say that word well. So they'll say to you, passed down. All right, just because the word genealogical doesn't come out of everybody else's mouth nicely, and that's okay. So then we would ask, how many generations ago? Now, most of the time they give you a number, 1, 2, 3, etc. Sometimes you'll hear grandma. Sometimes you'll hear dad, because that's what they've connected it to. Okay. Now we're going to go back up to, if you were to know, was it before, during, or after your birth? If they say after, go straight down to the arrow that says after. If you were to know, what age were you? Now, here is the answer that should be between 0 and 7. If someone says 34, that's a very conscious choice. I guarantee no one had their first angry experience at 34. That's conscious. That might have been when they got divorced and they're pissed off about it, but that's not their first angry moment, surely. All right, if you've made it to 34 without getting angry before, interesting. All right, so we want 0 to 7, or roughly speaking. If someone says 8, well, that's close. All right. If someone says 14 or 15, because that's when they were abused, I want them to go before that. I want before. I want first event, not conscious event. All right. So if they tell me 34, I'll ask the question again. If you were to know, what age were you? 7. All right. Their unconscious mind needs clear direction. So I'll be clear, very clear with my voice. All right. So the only other thing that there is a choice of is, if you were to know, was it before, during, or after your birth? During birth is its own time frame. And if someone says during, you've got your answer. During birth. That's when it happened. All right. So if someone says during, just simply write down during, and then you'll turn your page. Okay. You've now got your answer when the root cause was. What age were they? And we flip over. So now we are on page 13, negative emotions 1. Just float up above your timeline and over the past to position 1, facing the past. And when you get there, notice the event. Let me know when you're there. Pause. You've asked for a very direct instruction. Let me know when you're there. Patience. You've got to let them float. Give them time to do that. All right. Some people are fast, but some people just need a moment. Don't dive into the next step until they're there. You've just asked a direct question. Let me know when you're there. They're going to either nod or uh-huh or yep. All right. So be patient. Okay. We're up to number 2. Now float to position 2 directly up above the event. So you're looking down on the event. Ask your unconscious mind what it needs to learn from the event, the learning of which will allow you to let go of the emotions easily and effortlessly. Your unconscious mind can preserve the learning so that if you need them in the future, they'll be there. Pause. Tell me what they are. Okay, so you'll see pause and then tell me what they are. All right, I always ask or say the tell me what they are, but there is a moment of pause. All right, don't rush them. Tell me what they are. Okay, now this is the time where my book can go down and my pen and paper comes out and I'm ready to write down their learnings. All right, we will do a demo of this so it will make sense. The average person can release a lifetime of anger in 8 minutes. Pretty powerful stuff. Some people take 12 minutes because they like to overachieve. Okay, so you're going to get some learnings. Now, the learnings, if you just flip over to 14 for a moment, and you'll see that there is notes regarding learnings at the bottom of page 14. The learnings should be positive, about self, and for your future. So these are things like strength, abundance, I am great, I am courageous, I am happy, whatever it is that's positive for self. Okay? And everyone's version of that is slightly different. Cats will have slobber and a few other things in it. Some people will have bubbles and purple. Others will have sentences because they're not short and sweet people. They love a story. All right. We just don't want descriptions because they're meant to be learnings, not stories. All right. For most people, it'll be simple 2 or 3 word answers. Okay. So this is what we're looking for in the learnings. And they'll come out and they'll come out and they'll come out. And eventually the client will have no more left. They've emptied out. So we're now at step 3. They will feel a hell of a lot better. And that's when they know there's nothing left to learn because their body has got lighter and they feel, oh, I can breathe again. We're up to step 3. Now float to position 3. So you're above the event and before the event and you are looking towards now. I do like to read the bracket because I think it's really clear. Make sure you are well before any of the chain of events that led to that event and ask yourself, now where are the emotions? In that little space next to number 1, write the word gone with a question mark. Gone? All right. So what you're asking is, where are the emotions? Are they gone? Not where are they? Point to them. They're gone. Okay. The emotion of anger should be gone now. And people will be sort of looking for them. Yeah, it's gone. Wow. but you got to question it because you want an answer. You don't want them floating up there forever. You want to keep moving. All right.